This is a little follow-up to one of the clips that was in my video of the, what is it? Video with my Linux Mint install on the Compaq. As you can see, well, as you saw in that video, all the checksums failed to go ahead and, well, failed to match up with the checksum that was on their website. But the two downloads that I have verified that the checksums are identical. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if one of them's broken, but I'm going to go ahead and burn one to a disk, and I'm going to try and install Linux Mint 16 64-bit on the Compaq, and we'll see what ends up happening. But I don't know, that's very weird. Well, the not matching the checksum was not a problem because I used the install media that I built, and I was actually able to create a bootable disk. And guess what? It installed perfectly fine. I have no problems. So I'm now running Linux Mint 16 64-bit, which is nice. So I can now run 64-bit applications, and I can now take advantage of all 4 gigabytes that are installed in the system. I'm never going to be buying anymore because this is not a machine that I'm really going to be putting any money into. Gets me every single time. So as you can see, I have it set up with this as the desktop background. Haha. I guess I can't go to YouTube because it won't let me. Or I want Firefox, but it won't let me move over. There we go. See, that has a very minimal impact on the actual, well, maybe not. It has a fairly profound impact on it. Thing that I want to add is my workspaces thing here. That's important to me. Add workspace switcher. Put it right about there. Lock it in. Move to another workspace, and I think it's in my history. Power of Nature, 1080p HD is the one that I was looking at. Of course, I also installed FlashBlock, the YouTube rating thing, and AdBlock, so there's no stupid ads in the way every single time I want to watch a video. Let's set it to 1080p. Let's throw it widescreen, see what it does. Yeah, you can see it's a little on the choppy side. Not really. But it's pretty much maxing out the CPU, even though it's a dual core. I can't really look, but I believe it is maxing out the CPU at this point. Would make sense. Let's try a local file. And in amongst all of these videos right here, we have this thing right here, which I actually saw in a Max Arcade video, and given that it has a whole bunch of high-res particle effects in it, I decided, hey, that might be an interesting thing to use to test whether or not things can play this. Now, it was able to play that 1080p, but it was a little choppy. I don't think that's a high resolution, or, sorry, high bitrate 1080p video. This is a high bitrate file, but it's only 720p. Let's see if it can actually do it. put it right at the beginning, put it full screen, or maybe not. Maybe we have to play it and then put it full screen. Nope, it's chopping up a little bit there. Looks like it can kind of do it. It's not high bitrate enough to cause it to start breaking yet. But that's actually the highest bitrate I can possibly get one of these things to run, because if I tried to run it at 26,000, whatever the heck, I think it's 26 million kilobits per second or something like that. Check it here. No, bits per second. So it's 26 million bits per second, so which is fairly high bitrate file. But my video editor can't even render it. It just bombs out. But this was able to go, and this is 15 million bits per second. So it's not that high bitrate. It's only about a, what is this? Maybe just under 300 megabyte, or well, just over 200 megabytes in size. So there we have that. I guess that's pretty much all that I really need to discuss in this video, because everything else is straightforward. I did get X Screensaver going. X Screensaver is on here, of course. I still need to get rid of Mate Screensaver, so I'm going to do that right now. Probably going to tell me that my password's wrong because I hit one of the stupid, yeah. So it's not installed, but yet it still has a menu option. If we take a look here, I guess that just does nothing. So why is it here? Yes, remove, remove, remove. Alright, there we go. So that's gone now. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I should be in bed right now. One thing I want to do is I want to make sure that it's going to come back when I restart the computer. Hate it when you have to sneeze and you can't do it. Alright, so we should have X Screensaver up right now. Oh my lord, it is cold. And that property option's now gone. Maybe not. Oh yeah, there it is. And it actually is showing. If I hit preview, well, it glitches up, but whatever. It does work, as you can see. Oh no. Unlike my system rescue, sorry, it was recovery is possible on this particular compact. I don't know what goes wrong, but it always gives me a kernel panic not syncing as soon as I boot up into the X server. Which is, well, a big problem, because it's not supposed to do that. I don't know if I have bad disk media or what, but that's just a little aside there. Figuring that just as a, just at the end of this, tail end of this video, I figure I would make just final thoughts on the A900 Linux installation. It's pretty much almost exactly like using my T500 over here with its Windows install, because it's just as smooth. And in fact, I actually like the audio sounds a lot more than I like the audio on the T500. It sounds more crystal clear. Guess I should probably shut that up before I get into trouble. So as you might be able to hear, there's actually quite a bit more bass to it than there would be in another machine. And of course my phone would decide that it has to ring right now. Alright, there we go. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is in the way at the moment because I'm in the middle of finishing a project that I actually have to finish for tomorrow. Oops. This poster board, if anybody's wondering why it looks so, well, crappy. I've had it for about 3 years now. This is the 3rd time I've used it. And I figure, well, I could have gone to the store, and you can see it's terribly underutilized, but I could have gone to the store and bought myself like an actual piece of posted paper similar to that on the wall, and spent, well, I don't even know how much money one of those would cost now. It's probably not that much, but... Or I could underutilize something like this. I could take off all the pictures and all the crap that was on it before, touch it up a little bit. As you can see, there's like rips in the white, so I've touched that up quite a bit. There's a hole in it right there, but anyway, I could use this for free. So I just went with this because I don't really want to pay money for any of that, but... So that needs to be finished for tonight. I just have to finish up some description crap and print it off and then cut it all out and put it on here, and then that will be done. And I will be happy. This is falling off, so that's not quite ideal. Something's going to have to be done about that. But anyway, back to the actual subject of today's video. Using YouTube and using the web browser is just like it would be if I were using this. The font's a little bit different. It looks a little bit different, but I don't care. Because it works, and it's as smooth as it would be on there. In fact, if I didn't have any Windows-only programs, I would use Linux on my main computer. Because this is pretty much smooth, and I haven't really had any real issues with it. Of course, I'm not really going to be using it 100% permanently. This machine is just going to mainly be used as a stand-in for my T500 when it's being used to render videos, as it is being used to do now. As you can probably see. In other news, it's about 18.4 degrees in here right about now, which is pretty cold, especially when you compare it to what it's supposed to be in the rest of the house, which is 20.0. I believe that's the highest temperature. No, 20.2 is the highest temperature, so it actually is fairly warm in here for what it normally is. I actually got down to 17 yesterday, which is fairly cold. Yeah, it's a mess. I'm mainly waiting until I can finish this, so then I can clean up all this junk that's all over the floor and get it all out of the way. This, actually, I had a little bit of fun. I threw a book out a window, but anyway, yeah. In any event, this is going along pretty great, and I think I'm going to close out this video now before it gets too long and before I waste too much time, because I actually have work that I need to do. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.